Hold up, hold up, hold up. It's that boy G Planz. Don't give a damn. He cooler than a fan. Walking real tall. Some say he's a man.
If you're gonna keep getting arrested, it's gonna happen.
Well, I think graffiti is beautiful, man. I can't draw with nothing.
Yeah, I couldn't either.
With the C, you guys use a spray can, and things don't run. That take talent.
Yeah, I mean you gotta deal with a lot of crazy shit sometimes.
Yeah.
New York, it's cops. LA, it's like gang life. Cops don't give a fuck, but you're right into someone's hood and they don't like that shit. They're gonna fucking take your shit or shoot at you or rob you.
You've been shot at?
I've been shot at a couple times. Painting in the LA River. It was Gardena actually, and Gardena Treses were like, where you from? And me being from New York and a white boy at that, I'm like, I'm from Long Beach. They're like, nah son, you fucked up. So that was kind of interesting. I got away. Wasn't really an issue, but definitely eye-opening. That was my first time doing graffiti in LA. So that was kind of like, holy shit, this is real life.
So out of New York, LA, you in Dallas. Is the painting graffiti scene calmer in Dallas opposed to being in New York and LA?
Calm, yeah. There's less politics, less bullshit, less kids getting emotional over spots. The city doesn't really clean up graffiti as fast as they do in New York, whereas LA, that shit could last for years or it'll be gone the next morning. But yeah, there's a lot less bullshit out here, less politics, you know. People are pretty cool, pretty mellow. I think it's too hot for all that beef shit.
Yeah.
Definitely too hot for that shit.
A lot of stuff going on. Man.
But also people are just, it's a different breed of people everywhere you go, and people out here, their aspect of graffiti is different than someone from New York, you know? New York, you just be on your block bored and that's what you do. Out here, it's like, same with LA. You gotta drive places and you go so many places, you wanna leave your name when you go there. You know, when you go out that way.
Man, it's crazy now. You mentioned that you've lost jobs, lost relationships.
Yep.
And you're painting. You're not selling drugs.
Nope.
You're not robbing anyone.
Nope.
You're not stealing from anyone. You're not doing bank fraud. You're not doing none of these crimes. You decided to paint on something caused you to lose all this stuff.
Yeah.
When you hear me say that, how do you feel when you think about like my life has been altered forever because I love to paint?
Honestly, like I said, I've done other crimes that are worse. My house got invaded once and my roommate got shot because I was selling weed, of all things. And what's crazy is they didn't even get no fucking weed. They couldn't even get in my house, but they shot through the door, hit my homie. But that ruined a great friendship, you know. Looked terrible, I got kicked out of my house. My fucking house was plastered all over the fucking news. Yeah, my job fired me for that, obviously, because I was in the paper. But it's like, damn, like, I'm doing this shit. And that could, like, really fuck me up. Like, mentally, I could die, you know. And then doing graffiti, I'm like, most of the time, like, yeah, I got felonies off it, but really, it's not that serious. I'm over that now, you know. It kind of, like I said, it looks violent, but that shit really isn't that serious of a crime. It's $250 worth of damage, and I'm putting color on a surface. You know, I'm just putting color on a surface. I'm not gonna hit monuments or anything that's gonna cost a bunch of money. It's blank walls, like I said, our money goes to, so.
So how did you, knowing all this, like, knowing all this stuff, man, like, how did you keep it together? You know, did you continue to paint, or do you say, man, no, I gotta stop and just do it the right way? Like, what's that mindset like after experiencing all that stuff?
Honestly, like, ruined the relationship in 8 years. Homegirl cheated on me when I was locked up. Gave her the opportunity, and I kind of went on a Hennessy binge. I drank too much, and honestly, I'd end up doing graffiti every night because I'm like, that's my happy place, you know? Like, I'm by myself, I'm feeling good, like, and then I get to look at it, and a lot of times if that spot you did, like, lives, you're like, damn, I was going through a crazy, like, mental state when I did that. But that shit's actually fresh as fuck, and it puts a smile on your face. You're like, yo, I actually did that shit. When it comes out good, it makes you feel really fucking good inside. And you got away with it. And you're watching people like across the street, you know, hit licks or whatever, or just be drunk and get in their car and fucking peel off, or you see cops fucking with people, and I'm like, I'm up here committing a crime, but you don't see it, so therefore it doesn't fucking even matter.
And it's crazy. I'm gonna be honest, it's different. I'm not used to Caucasians speaking about police crimes or police injustice moments with police. I'm not used to seeing Caucasians talk about it.
Yeah, no, it's kind of crazy because when you see people's graffiti, you build, like, before you know who they are, you build this persona around who they could be. And I've had a lot of people meet up with me and they're like, holy shit, like, nah, that can't be you, man. You're 5 foot nothing, a white kid, corny as hell. Like, what the fuck? And I'm like, yeah, the work speaks for itself, though. Like, that's why I said, like, I don't really matter. That's why I'm not showing my face.
Yeah.
It's Colts. That's why we're here, you know, from the work I do. But
so where did Colts come from? The actual...
I like the combination of letters, and then I started creating acronyms for it, so it's creating outrageous letters thoroughly, son. So that's kind of the acronym, because I like my shit. You know, I think I do a decent job doing it compared to a lot of other people. But talking about being white, though, it's crazy because my Puerto Rican homie got me into graffiti. His family's from New York City, from Queens, and he blessed me with style. And when it came time to get supplies, like I said, we steal a lot of markers. A marker is $5. A spray can is $5. It's like, can't afford that shit being a kid. Even now, like, I don't want to spend that kind of money. So it looks sus being in, like, certain places. Like down here, you could be Hispanic and go into like a Home Depot, you don't look suspect. In New York, it's primarily white people. So I could dress up nice, play the part, he could make a scene or look suspect like he's stealing, I'll come off on all this shit and break him off half. That's the homie. Wow. So sometimes you gotta play that part, you know? I've definitely had to pull that white card a couple times, getting fucked with by the police, you know, and say I'm in school and I have this good job and all this shit, you know, but sometimes they care, sometimes they don't give a fuck. So.
And shout out to New York, man.
Shout out New York, shout out California, shout out Texas, though. Texas is fucking dope.
Shout out to Texas, man.
They show me mad love out here.
Yeah.
New York's filled with a lot of haters, but Texas and Cali show me mad love.
It's always when you go to a different city.
It is.
You know, it's always, it's always when you go to a different city, man. Like I say, I'm happy you here. Whatever time it is, whatever day it is, whatever going on, wherever we at.
We're in the cut right now, but
disclosed location, but we here.
Yeah, but it's cool, man.
You know what I'm saying? The fact that the fact that we're here and you're expressing and it's artists that feel just like you. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I don't paint or whatever, but it's intriguing to me based on what I saw.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? While you was like, what's the craziest thing you ever seen while painting in a place?
Probably LA. There's a lot of people ODing on heroin, you know? Like, we'd be painting a spot and people come up asking for some shit or try to break into your car while you're fucking painting right next to it. Like, fucking, yeah, there's literally people ODing with a needle in the arm, people fucking shooting, getting shot at, you know? Like, just experiencing gangbang culture and the whole Chicano, like, culture. That shit was kind of surreal to me. Being from upstate New York, you know, the suburbs kind of, that was kind of just mind-blowing to see.
Did it make you want to join the game for protection, or?
Nah. Honestly, just have faith in people, man. Like, you might get robbed, but as long as you know how to act, you know? Don't go out with your nice clothes on or all your money in your pocket, you know? Bring some weed or some beer for them, you know?
Basically just play defense.
Yeah, just try to be cool, you know? The way I see it, I don't know if you could hear, the way I see it, you hear cars racing on the highway behind us. And you get pulled over, you'll get some fines. But if he crashes, someone's kid could fucking die, you know? Someone could lose their life. I'm not gonna kill nobody.